This is a video demonstrating how to repair a defective VW late 90s single DIN radio. The original radio was from a 98 VW Jetta, and the display was no longer legible. This wasn't a problem until the battery died throwing the radio into safe mode. I bought a used radio from a 99 VW Golf, assuming that with the VIN and serial number, VW or the dealer would be able to provide me the code for free. It really is true what they say about assume. The dealer wanted $110 to retrieve the code for me. Since the radio was broken, and I was stuck with the old one, I decided to attempt to pull the front control display off my old radio and replace it with the used radio's head and see if my old code would work. It did, and here is the process. This is actually the radio I got from the junkyard with my old face plate attached to it. I went through the whole process to ensure it worked before I created a video to show you how. When you remove your radio, you may find some black electrical tape just behind the front face on the top and the bottom. I removed it thinking I needed to, but you do not need to remove it. The only tools you will need are a couple of Phillips screwdrivers, one of them a miniature one and a small flat-bladed screwdriver. You may also need some small wire cutters. The first thing to do is to remove the locking brackets on both sides of the radio. After the brackets have been removed, you will notice two smaller Phillips screws on the left side and one on the right side. Remove all of these screws. Once all the screws are removed, set the radio down upside down so you are looking at the bottom. On the bottom, towards the front, there is a small tab holding the faceplate on. With a small flat screwdriver, gently pry off on this. The plate should now come off. Be careful when removing the faceplate. In addition to the ribbon wire connecting it to the radio body, there were also two black wires soldered to the faceplate. I used a small wire cutter to cut them as close as possible to the faceplate, thinking I would cut the wires long on the new plate and solder them in the middle. The replacement radio did not have any wires. Once the faceplate is off and any black wires holding it on are cut, you will see that it is secured only by the ribbon wire. Use your small flat blade screwdriver to gently pry up on the plastic tab that the wire goes through. You may have to pry on both sides. This tab does come all the way off. Once the tab is loose or off, the ribbon wire will slide out and now you have your faceplate off. To put the new faceplate on, simply reverse the steps. The ribbon wire can be a little tricky. Make sure that it is in securely and that the tab is pushed completely in. As I said earlier, the new faceplate did not have the two black wires, so I did not worry about connecting them. I did remove the top of the radio to see where they went, and they just seemed to be a ground wire connecting the eject button and the rewind button on the tape player. I didn't connect them, as I said, and the radio works fine. So, there you have it. I saved $110 and still have a factory VW radio that will control my CD changer.